I see people are finding me. Good evening, everybody. We'll wait a couple of more minutes. I see people are finding me. Good evening, everybody. I see Connie is here, and Nancy St. Pierre, and Patsy, Donna, Cindy. Welcome, everybody. Anita just joined us. All right. It's Tammy. Okay. I think we're about ready to start. Just watching the clock for about 12 more seconds. Okay. So welcome to Simple Stamping Monday night. This is this month's hostess code. So if you place an order that's less than $150, please use this hostess code. I usually have a surprise that I draw at the end of the month, and it's a big surprise this month because I don't even know what it is yet. I haven't had time to go through and see. Everybody that places any size order will get a thank you card from me, and if your order's at least $50, you get a little surprise in with your thank you card. So that's the hostess code. I'm going to show you all kinds of goodies at the end of the night. I got my pre-order box, but first we got to do some business. So this is the first card. Tonight is all about letting the designer paper do the work for you. So this is a female version. I wanted to do a male version. So this is the Fine Art Designer Series paper. So my card base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I will have all the measurements up tomorrow, but they're pretty much all the same size. There's not much difference. I want to say it's 1 1/4 by 3 3/4, and then this one is the longer pieces here. 3 1/2, and this one's 3 3/4. Then I just used a couple of punches. I don't know where all that stuff's coming from, and punched out a flower. So this one will be a man's version. Same thick whisper white, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Grab a bone folder here. So I'm using some of the paper from the Tie Suite. I have so much designer series paper left over. I want to try to use up as much as I can before it's gone. So this mat here is your standard mat that is 4 by 5 1/4. And then this piece will go right down here. Oops, looks like something's not right here. This must not be the right width. I knew something didn't look right. Okay, let me grab a cutter here. Need to take a little bit off. Should be 1 1/4, I believe. I love these grid sheets for this. Oh, it looks like it's 1 1/2. I better grab a ruler just to be sure. Yep, it is 1 1/2. Okay, so what did I cut this as? Oh, looks like I cut it at 1 3/4. Okay, so this one's going to go down here. And then this one should go here, and then this one should go here. And that looks right. Then I have an extra piece for my envelope, and then I'm going to grab a couple of punches. Okay. So I'm going to take my center. I like to do this trick. It saves paper. So that's my mat. So the first thing I'm going to do, let me put this back so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put my layers on. So did everybody have a good day today? I had a great day. I did a lot of designing for upcoming classes. With the new catalog coming, it always gets me inspired. Okay, so now I'm going to put this one on. So this is a great project. You know how when you're cutting up your designer series paper, you always have these little pieces and you don't know what to do with them? Well, now you do. So now I can put this on my card base. And you can see where you could make a whole set of these cards with different scraps of leftover paper and bundle them up, and it would make a super gift for a friend, a neighbor, somebody in the office. I know when I had my other job, as I used to call it. Oh no, what did I do with my little piece? It's right here. The girls always wanted me to give them cards or little goodies or something. So I just took a 2-inch punch and a retired scallop one that we had. Not scallop. Jeez, I can't even talk right tonight. Starburst, I'm sorry. I missed that punch. Alright, it looks like my... I think if that's too big, though. I think that's for my other project. Let me get a happy birthday out. Happy birthday. Right here. And, of course, I want to use the corresponding ink, so I'm using Night of Navy. I have to share some amazing news with you guys. You know that some people call it a dragon, some people call it a dinosaur that I made, was it last week? Well, I posted it on another group that I belong to for demonstrators. And the last time I checked it, 436 people have looked at that. Is that not amazing? I mean, my mind's blown away. And I appreciate it so much when you share my videos. That's really the only way you can get a new audience members. So I want to put this onto this layer with just a little bit. I know, I'm just so blown away by it. Now I'm going to put my little bow tie down here. This comes with the dies. People really get into punch art. Well, the thing is I've always liked punch art. Those of you that have known me for a while know that. Black cards and punch art. It just shows the value of your punches to be able to do more with them. That's how I look at it. I try to teach you folks how to maximize your stamping dollars. So I'm going to put this one right here, just like I did on the female one. So there, what do you think? While I'm doing my envelope, which one do you guys like better? My envelope, I lost my envelope. Oh, right here. Do you like the man one or the female one? Or I like to have both myself. I'm going to turn this light on. I don't know how helpful it is. I'm waiting for one of my sons to come help me move a couple of things so I can change the lighting situation. So I moved my videotaping around a little bit, so that's some of the issues. So there you see, I put some of my favorite glue, which is Tombow. You need about 2 1/4 inches by 6 inches if you want to cover your, well, you really should measure your envelopes, because depending on where you buy them, they might be a little bit different. So everybody that shares my video tonight, I will be putting your name in a drawing and selecting 2 winners. One will get this card and one will get the card that I'm going to create in just a minute. So while you're looking at that, let me see if there's any questions. All right, looks good. Okay. So let's go on to the next card, which is again using some designer paper. This time I started with the male one. This is kind of a cute fold. Look at this. This little pocket here holds your card closed. So we're going to jump in and use that beautiful True Love paper that will be going away when the new catalog goes live. They never carry paper over. Or I should say, rarely do they carry paper over. I don't think I ever remember a time. So, what happens with this card is this is your typical 4 1/4 by 11. This is one of my favorite cuts. You score it at 5 1/2, and then you cut off 2 3/4. Okay, so I'm putting some adhesive on the back of my mat. Now this time the mat, it's a standard 4 by 5 1/4. It's going to go on the inside. And again, you don't have to worry about writing all the measurements down. I will put them up. Tomorrow's not a crazy day. It's next week that gets crazy. Every other week is the busiest. Okay, so now I'm just taking another piece of that beautiful paper and I'm attaching it to a layer, because this time I want to mat it here. So that mat, this black mat is 2 1/2 by 4, and then my designer paper is probably 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. So then I'm using that same paper, but I'm going to use the back side this time. Putting Tombow very lightly. I had somebody tell me the other day that they don't like to use Tombow because it comes out on the edges. Well, that's because you're putting it too close to the edge. Come back a little bit, and then when you spread it out, you will be fine. Okay, so now I need to attach this right here, just like this. And I believe I've showed you this trick before, but I can never remember who I tell. So I always repeat myself. So this is where I want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just flip it over. So I know where to put my adhesive. So now I can just flip it over. And you want to have roughly the same amount on these sides, which would be almost the same on that side too. Then you're going to take this is just a little 2x2 piece of paper. You're going to cut it from corner to corner. And you're going to put very, very little glue. So what I would suggest is you just put drops. I'm going to bring it up closer to the camera in just a second. So can you see where I put the little drops? I know it's black and white, so it's a little bit hard to see. This is going to go right down here in this corner. Right on my mat. Now this one, I don't want to spread it out. So I'm just going to gently tap it. Let it sit there for a minute before I show you how it works. I'm going to stamp on this. And let's see. I guess we'll do happy birthday. We never have enough of those, huh? So let's grab a block. And we're going to use our Tuxedo Memento black. And this is from Tasteful Dye something, I can't remember. I'm going to put that a little bit to the right. Pop it up with Stamping Dimensionals. And then I'm going to grab my daisy punch. And put a glue dot between them. So I've got some goodies to show you guys. I got my pre-order. I hate to waste paper, so I'm going to take a small circle out of this leftover paper for the center of my daisies. Put that right there. Keeping it in the black and white tone. There we go. We have a female and a male version of each of them. I do have an envelope here with some more of that beautiful paper. So yes, a lot of these cards, these in particular, you probably have that sitting right on your desk from leftover cutting for a scrapbook page or maybe another card project. Rip up another card. Like I said, I always have card bases, especially white cut. They're cut and scored. Okay, there's those scissors. I just think either stamping or adding a little bit of paper to your envelope just creates such a nice little wow factor. And I think it tells the sender that, hey, you're special. I created this specially for you. A hug in the mail, as I call it. I just love to get them. So there's that pretty envelope. So now we can get on to the goodie stuff, huh? Thank you. Any questions about the cards? I will have all of the information up on my website, my business page tomorrow. So, first of all, let me introduce you to the beautiful new colors. I have some butterflies cut out in them. So there's the Polish Pink, Pale Papaya, Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, and something Fiesta. So I have a ring tab here that I keep all of my colors in a rainbow order here. It's just 1 1/4 by 4 inches. I have the names on them. So I took some out of my rings so you could see. That way when I get ready to do a project, sometimes I can take them out. I don't know. So this is the evergreen. And I took out the shaded spruce in the garden green because I thought you could see better the difference. It's pretty dark. I like it. And then I also took out, so that's that one. I took out the Just Jade, which we will have for another year, Mint Macaron, and the Soft Succulent. And again, those are very pretty greens. All of these would get married quite well. Now pink. I have been wanting a really pink, and I have to say I'm happy that this new Polish Pink is pink. So comparing that with Petal Pink, which is to me is more in the blushy family, and then Melon Mambo. So again, they are different. Not much, but they are different. And then we have Fresh Fiesta. So the only two purples we currently have is Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. And you can see they go very nicely together. This is a kind of a, for those of you that might have been around a while, not quite, but pretty darn close to the pale. Oh shoot, I just had it. It'll come to me. Let me keep talking. Okay, so then this is the Pale Papaya. And when you compare it to Blushing Bride and Flirty Flamingo, you can see the difference. But the biggest plus sign that I have about the new in colors is that they all go so beautiful together. You could use them interchangeable very, very nicely. And I think they did the same thing this year. So I'm kind of happy. I'm hoping that that's the direction that they're going to continue to go in. But look at all of those colors would happily get married together. So that's the thing. I'm working on my In Color Club, and I will have that information for you on Wednesday. Then these are the new blings that match our paper. They're kind of 3D. If any of you had bought the the champagne rhinestones and stuff like that. They're kind of like that. They get a little halogen look to them. Then I got this beautiful stamp. This was on my first with this matching punch, because my mind has not stopped with this punch. I have so many ideas. So, and then this other one that I liked was the Flowers of Friendship. And that one has a punch as well. So here we go. A whole bunch of, look at this right here. This little petal right here. Try to guess what I thought it was when I first looked at it. Anybody want to take a wild guess? I'm waiting to see if somebody takes a guess. Teeth. Don't they look like teeth? You know, like on an animal, a hippopotamus or something, punch out hippopotamus. And then I absolutely love this new, oh, I forgot to grab the dies that go with it, but I did grab the paper. You guys, oh my Lord. Look at this paper. So this is the other side of this. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Those of you that like fall and the fall colors. So this is the back side of that. You get 12 pieces. Look at these trees. This one is gorgeous. So pretty. And then some cloud paper. I was having a conversation with somebody today. So like the dinosaur that or the whatever, you could easily use this. And then look at this. Another one of those sheets that you could just cut at 4 by 5.5. Stamp a nice greeting. And then this is the back side of it. And then here's some more trees. And it's always nice to have a bark type of paper for so many things, but especially men's cards. And the colors that coordinate with this is Bumblebee, Cajun Craze, Cinnamon Cider, Early Espresso, Marymount, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Old Olive, and Whisper White. I just love those colors. And this is just one. I have another pre-order coming that I'll share with you when I get it. But isn't that pretty? This one here has a bunch of dies that will, oh man. Beautiful, beautiful. So that's tonight's class for you guys. If you have any questions, please ask me. I will be back on Wednesday showcasing some more. This week it's all about designer paper. So I will be showcasing some more designer paper. I'm going to be making two slim cards, a mini one and a regular one. So I hope you'll join me. I will be here at 7 and I will show you the Stampin' Stack. I'd like to post them tomorrow on my business page so that people can see them first before I show them here. So I hope you guys liked tonight's class. I can't wait to see what you create. Easy, scrappy, leftover papers. So go for it. All right, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Be kind. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.